Hey, what's up, world? So I'm actually out here in Kansas City in front of one of my properties that I'm renovating and flipping. Now, for those that don't know me, I live in California. Okay, so this is the power of real estate and the power of the internet and the power of a solid team. See, you can invest anywhere you like to invest and live anywhere in the world you want to live. And I'm here to show you that today. Come walk with me. Come along with me for this journey. So now let me give you the backstory on this property. It's quite interesting. Now this property came to me from a wholesaler. For those that don't know what a wholesaler is just a person who locks properties up under contract and sells the paper or sells their rights to purchase that property to another investor like myself, who's a rehabber or a flipper. We do a lot of wholesaling too. However, this one didn't come to us direct from a seller. It came to us from a wholesaler. So the wholesaler will pull a list of distressed properties or distressed sellers, bankruptcies, for pre-foreclosures. Sometimes it's just a vacant, high equity property, things like that. Now, do I know which list this one came off of? No, he's not going to share that list with me, okay? But I do know this was a golden deal. Let me give you the numbers on this deal. We're looking to sell conservatively. I ran my numbers that the ARV or the after repair value is $160,000. Now, after speaking with a couple of realtors today, because now we're in the phase where we're going to start closing up walls. So when you guys go inside here, you're going to see that the place is still gutted. It still needs a lot of work. However, all this work will be done in 1 month. And now once we start closing up walls, then now we start putting what's called the finishing work onto the property, the finishing materials. That's your cabinets, your countertops, the hardware for your kitchen cabinets, the hardware for your doors and things like that, the flooring, everything, your drywall, everything. And so when I'm doing things like this, I like to discuss with an agent and a realtor, and I like to talk with them on what's gonna give me the highest value for the property, what's gonna increase my value for the property. Okay, so that's what I've been doing today, is talking with a couple of different realtors, and they tell me what they think I could get for the property. Now, conservatively, I ran my numbers that, hey, if I sell it at 160, that's a big win. And when I look at those numbers is 160 is I hit a home run, 150 is cool. We got a 3-base hit, And here's the thing, after speaking with the agents, they're telling me, depending on how I finish this property, I could get close to $190,000 for this property. Now, I purchased the property for $60,000. It's going to cost me about $39,000 in renovation to finish this property. So you guys come on inside with me, take a look around, and I'm going to show you around this property. But right here, while we're on the outside, let me just give you a little of what we're doing here. Old windows here. This is stuff that's gold. When you see properties like this that are just old and just kind of run down, these are the type of properties that you want. You got spray paint on here, go home, things like that. That's what you want. So like these old raggedy windows, we're gonna replace these. This whole little sunroom area that I'm in, we're gonna open this up, put some nice cedar beams and some cable wire. It's gonna be great. Wait till you guys see the finishing results. Let's go. All right, guys, so now we're inside the house, and as you see, the place is gutted just the way I like it, all right? Now, one thing I wanna show you, right, is that we had to do a lot of framing in here. For one, it needed a new roof. So if you look up at the roof here, you'll see that it's got new plywood up there because we had to take the roof all the way off, not just add shingles or anything like that. We just had to remove the whole entire roof and put a whole new roof on here. And in turn, we had to do a lot of framing here because there were drop ceilings in here that was hiding all the flaws. So the good thing is it didn't cost me that much money to do that, which is good. Also, you'll notice the plywood on the floor. Now, this plywood on the floor was actually plywood that this was wide open going into the crawl space. Like all it was just beams here that when you walked in here, you had to walk on top of the beams. So what we did was we laid down this, and now we're gonna lay down our floors. We're doing sheetrock right now. We're gonna close all of this up, insulate the attic, put our furnace up there, close all of that up, can lights, all of that. So this is what it looks like before you start the finishing work. And yes, as crazy as this looks, this property will be done in 1 month. Now, I bought this property without even seeing it. I didn't walk in here. I didn't see the floors like this. I didn't see the windows. I didn't see the outside. I didn't see the inside. I didn't see anything about this property. I did look at photos. I did look at videos that were taken and sent to me. And then I sent my team over here, and my team FaceTimed me while they were here. And I made sure that they gave me a solid bid. So now that's the key. To work out of state, you need a solid team. You got to have a solid team of people that you can trust and people that you know are not going to take advantage of you when they find out that you're out of state. And that's the biggest problem. A lot of people want to invest in their backyard for those same exact reasons. But the thing is, if you orchestrate your team the right way, you don't need to. You can invest anywhere in the world. So now the same price point that I would get for a property, say $500,000-$600,000 in the Bay Area, which is where I live in California, the same amount of profit that I would get for a property like that is exactly what I'm going to make here. The same profit margin. And this is the thing to remember, is that now the only difference is we're here. I only had to put up about, $14,000 to acquire this property. $14,000 to acquire this property. And here's the thing, is that $14,000 was not even any of my own money. It came from business funding. So if you want to learn more about business funding, please reach out to me or reach out to my team. Go to selvinfinancial.com and we'll take care of you on that part. And if you want to learn more about real estate, please also reach out to me. Schedule a strategy call with me. I'd love to talk to you directly and show you how you can do the same thing. So what are some of the team members you need on your team? Well, if you're going to be renting properties, you need property management company. Okay. Now, if you're going to be flipping properties, you're also going to need an agent. You're going to also need wholesalers. You're going to need your contractors, which is the most vital, key, important of your team. My contractors can make or break me. In fact, I came through here and I was like, wait a second, this is going slower than I expected because we own the property for about a month now. So I expected to see a lot more done. But it's okay because, I know how this gentleman works. He's been working for me for 3 years. And so I know, even though it looks like this, he will have this done at the deadline I need it. And in fact, when he gets it done at the deadline I need it, I'm going to give him a bonus. Okay. So I'm going to take you through the house, show you around. So I'm going to start in this little tiny washroom area. This is be the washer and dryer here. But what we're going to do right here is just an empty space right here. We're actually going to build a half bath here, toilet and sink to come in here for when guests are here, you'll have that half bath. Okay. So now as we come out here, and by the way, all of this stuff here was here with the property when I bought it. And I told them not to throw any of this stuff out because I wanted to see what I could salvage and use for the property while I'm here. So I knew I was coming into town and normally I don't. This is my first time in Kansas City in 3 years. And I've been buying property here for the longest time ever. And this is my first time in 3 years. So in 3 years, I never needed to come here because of the team I have. Although I came here just to come and enjoy the place and to record these videos for you guys. And I wanted to make sure that I see this before. So now seeing it, we're probably going to let it go because it doesn't look up to par to me. Now, where we're standing right now is the actual kitchen area. So right here, it's going to be an island or actually a peninsula that's going to come off the wall, come to about right here. It's going to have an overhang for bar stools here. Cabinets are going in here. We'll probably put the stove here, microwave on top. I was going to do a hood, but I decided to do, after seeing the neighborhood, seeing comps in the neighborhood, I feel a microwave above the stove is a little more appropriate. Probably thinking about putting the sink actually here. Normally a sink will go against the window, but I'm actually thinking about putting the sink here instead and just having the cabinets, the countertop cabinets go across the window. Maybe put some floating shelves here. Actually, no, we're going to put the fridge here and the floating shelves are going to go right over here, up here, and then over here in this area, we'll just make sure we build this out to like a small little pantry area here. Water heater go back here. Of course, we got our electrical here. And this will be our living room here. All of these will have recessed lights in the ceiling here. And now come check out these rooms here. So back here, we have the bathroom. And here's the bathroom here. This is going to be the full bath. We're going to actually have to close out this this window here. We're going to open this up, close it out so we can put a surround in there. Retile everything, make it look really, really nice in there. Yes, that's the bathroom, folks. And here is a small bedroom. This is the kids' bedroom here. This will be a small bedroom. We're gonna close this all up, insulate everything, all new windows, small closet here. And this is just a starter home. You know, this is a home where if you're a family just starting out, this is like the perfect home for you. And in fact, there's a school that's a block across the street, a block up the street. So this makes it the perfect neighborhood for a family, a starting family. And then we have here, we have our master here. This is gonna be our master. It's the biggest bedroom here. We got a walk-in closet here where we can walk in this closet. It's gonna be a beautiful closet once we finish everything. This is gonna be a beautiful house. And those of you that know me, those of you that have been following me on Instagram and Facebook, you guys know the level of detail and quality we put into our flips. And it's gonna be no different whether we're in the Bay, whether we're in Kansas City, whether we're in Milwaukee, whether we're in Texas. It does not matter where we go. We're gonna make sure that these all look great. So I'm gonna take you guys now to the third bedroom here, which is over here. And haven't decided yet, like, we're gonna build out a closet, and we'll probably put a closet here. Actually, no, we're gonna put the closet here, move this space to get into the attic. We'll move that. And I'm debating if I'm keeping the door or not. I don't know why we need a door in a bedroom, but maybe I'll keep it. I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, that's it. You know, if you wanna learn more about real estate and more about credit and business funding and things like that, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow me, because this is the type of stuff that's generational wealth that changes lives. For example, I could give you a few different strategies that I have available for this property. So the first is just to sell it outright, get a quick bag, get a quick check, right? So that's a great business model because you're making a lot of money, although you're paying a lot of taxes on the money, but it's active income. So it's income now, you pretty much have a business. It's no different than owning a car dealership or a tire shop. It's a business, or a restaurant. It's a business, but you're in the business of making the neighborhood beautiful, creating solutions for people's problems, and helping families get a great home. So I love that business model, right? So this is one aspect of my real estate business. Now, the other exit strategy is put a tenant in here and then refinance, pull the money out. The tenant will pay the mortgage, so the cash flow. We got to make sure the property cash flow. And here's the thing. With that strategy, I could actually probably pull out a little extra cash than what I'm into the property for and pocket that cash tax-free. So it might be less than what I make selling it outright, but it will still be a little bit of money to keep me floating into the next deal. So I like that business strategy and that business model as well. The last but not least would be Airbnb, to put an Airbnb in here. But then again, we got to check the regulations and the rules here in Kansas City and just make sure that the city allows us to do that. And I'm not exactly sure about that because I don't own any Airbnbs in Kansas City. So we have to look into that. I was talking to an agent earlier who told me in actual Kansas City, if you have a Kansas City address, then they don't allow you to do it. But I don't know. We have to do our own due diligence on that and do the knowledge, and we got to find that out for ourselves. So that's pretty much it. And again, the numbers is $60,000 for the purchase, $39,000 in repairs, and we looking to sell conservatively at $160. Although some realtors came in here, when I explained what kind of finishes and things I'm going to do, they told me, hey man, if I do what I say I'm going to do, I'm looking close to like 185, 190, 195 for the property. So that's great. It seems like we hit a home run here. And the best part about it is the wholesaler made a ton of money too. And I didn't pocket check the wholesaler. The wholesaler made a fat check. And most people, when they see how much a wholesaler makes, they're ready to back out of the deal. They're like, nah, you can't make that. There's no reason you should make that, and I can't make that. But I don't do that. I don't count anybody else's pockets. Everybody eats, because as long as everybody's happy, they're gonna make sure you're happy. So guess what? That wholesaler is bringing me deals before he blasts it out to everybody else on the email list. He's calling me first. Hey Dave, you wanna buy this? Hey Dave, you wanna buy that? Because of the way I do business. So always do what you say you're gonna do. Your word is your bond, and remember that. And anything you do, remember that in business. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.